This is Lee with 82 Game and 12, and I'm finally back to finish up Kernstown. I had to go out of town, and and I'm not for sure what happened with the last video. I got cut off since I used my phone. Different times I get video gets cut off for different things. Sometimes I just hit a wrong button. Other times it's something else. And I need to look at some editing where I can actually go and piece together maybe some couple of different, maybe two videos after one gets cut off. I can start that other one and then piece them together. I don't have a way to pause. Like I said, this is the Kernstown. It's the 4th volume in the Revolution Games American Civil War series. That was designed by Herman Luttmann, the blind sword system. This one came out in 2019, and credits here. We've got Claude, Whalen designed this volume. Game map, Richard Barber. Game counters, Charlie Keebler. Game development, Roger Miller, and chief playtester, Stephen Pointinger. So, we give kudos to those guys. And this was actually, we're in the last turn, the 7 p.m. turn. Yeah. And we've got the Confederates have such a large lead. They've got a 36-point lead, and that's not counting the casualties that the Union has over here on the broken track. As you can see, all of these down here. They need to find a way to get some of those back. And so when the last video stopped, video 13, I was attempting to rally a unit. I don't think I actually rolled. So that's what we're going to do here. And the one that we're rallying is, here's my tweezers, is this Sullivan unit, 39th Illinois. So I got to have a 2 or less. I rolled a 5. So we didn't, oh, no. He's actually gets a +2, so he'd be at a 4, but I rolled a 5. So we weren't successful there. So we got, so we need to pull another chit. And this time we have Broadhead. He's got 1 unit on the track. And of course, he's got these other units up here. Right there. He's not going to be able to do anything against Garnett's infantry, that's for sure. So he could try to rally. Maybe he could rally this unit over here that's on the broken track, and at least keep him from getting those casualties as points. So need a 1 or less. I rolled a 6, so failed there. But maybe we can do something up here. Up here we can remove this morale marker for that one. This one here can roll for rebuild, but no, he wasn't successful either. Okay, so, I didn't even roll for to see if he was, he would have been a limited activation. So, put that back. So, limited activation. So, all right, and we've got Jackson's replacement. Jackson was injured or killed, don't know which. Somewhere, let's see, when did that happen? I think that happened before they actually moved to take the ridge over here, Sandy Ridge. So these skirmish markers, remember I've got these for just a note to myself that those are broken units, that they can't rebuild. So in the newest volume, Grand Havoc, that I did a video, 3-video series on, just the introductory scenario, they actually have counters to identify a unit that can't rebuild. So that's neat that they added those. Okay, so we've got Jackson here, and he might, I think what I'm gonna do here, he can't rebuild. I think he's going to try to, he's going to move Fulkerson here and move him up in here to create a line. No, I'll tell you what, he's going to move up here to gain control, be sure that they don't gain that victory hex there. That's what he's going to do. So I've got a, oh, this is what I rolled, a 6. So limited activation, don't get to do anything there. So next is we have a firefight with the Confederates, and I think I'm going to do it right here, right now, with Burke. Burke here has got 9 with the 48th and 21st Virginians against this unit right here. So yeah, so we're firing a 9 right there. I guess I need to just unplug this for now. Trying to charge my phone there. Let's get our little blocks. Just a reminder, these blocks, they don't come with the game. I got them at Michael's. I haven't seen them since. But I use them for the videos. I don't use them if I'm just playing by myself. So, okay, we've got 9. $22 is not going to do much, I don't think. Well, yeah, it will, because he's a 2 cohesion, so yeah, it's going to be routine. 21's not going to do anything. So Kimball is going to get to fire back. The 8th Ohio B. It's basically a battalion, I guess. He's a 4. And roll a 35. 35. It's 2. No effect. Okay. So nothing happening with the firefight there. Okay, next Chet is the Fortunes of War. So we've got Fulkerson. So Fulkerson is disregarded. Next, we got Fog of War. So we roll. We get a 4 on the Fog of War. Wayward Confederate Move. So, is that just one unit or is it a hex? One enemy unit. Okay, so it's one enemy unit. So, well, let's take this one. Moving back to there. Okay, next. Now we got a Union firefight. We're going to do that over here. We're going to do this one right here with the 5th of Ohio. He's got a 4 now. Okay, but he's firing against cavalry, so he moves up 2. So he goes back to a 6-7. 24. That's going to be no effect. Yeah. And cavalry can't return fire. He's got CC as his weapon, so okay. Union CSA fatigue, they can play that. And somebody's trying to move. Oh, we got a rally. So we can rally someone. Okay. I guess it's going to have to be this Ashby unit here. So we're going to rally. Okay, so we can try to do a rebuild. And see, he's at 3. He's actually at a 2, but he gets a +2, so 4 less. I got a 3, so he's able to find some stragglers to round back up some of his troopers. Okay, we got fine ammo. Not that it's gonna matter, but we can remove one of these low ammo markers, and we do. I removed it from waters up there, right here. So, okay, we got command confusion. Back. Oh, we got Rebel Yell. I think we're going to save that. Okay, Tyler See, can he activate? Got a 5, limited activation. Not able to do anything. Burks. Let's see what he can do. Rolled a 6. Limited activation. He can still fire. So, the 48th is going to fire here at the 8th Ohio. So, we've got 4. Okay. 64. And he's a 2. That's going to be tough. 41. Depletion. He's already depleted in 1. So he's going to roll for broken track. Rolled a 5. So he's going to the broken box 3. All right. All right. So that's into Burks. So he turns over. Okay, we got Sullivan. He's got limited activation. This one here, because of where he's at, he can't fire down because of this this slope here. Can't fire at him. This guy can fire here though. So all right, so he's going to be at a 4, but goes up to back to 6 because that's a cavalry unit, which causes a shift to the right 2 columns. Oh wow! Look at this, 66 again. 66, and he's going to be at, let's see, he's at 4, 3, 60. That's going to be tough. 41, depletion. Okay. Rattle these guys over here. Okay. So Sullivan is turned over. Broadhead, I should have turned him over too. All right, now we got Kimball. Kimball. Campbell, if he can get activated, he's going to have to try to rally guys. Nope. We go to 6, so limited activation. He would be at a 4. Actually, it'd be a 2 firing down here. It's only his only real target. So, and it's a miss. I rolled 11. Okay, so Campbell's done. Good quick march. we wanted to move anybody. But we got heroic stand. We got Ashby. See if he can activate. Roll to 3. He's going to do a rally. He could rally this guy, but that's it. Yeah. Rally him, but he can't rally him. So he'll rally that one, and then he's done. And what do we got left here? Garnet. And Garnet has limited activation, so he's not going to do anything. And then we have these chits here left. And since the Confederates have such a large lead, there's no need to do any rebel yell. So put all that over there. And then on this last turn, we got 3-point lead, a 3-point difference there. So okay. All right, over here. Doesn't really matter. These would move down, but okay, so we would look at the victory points. All right. All right, so here what we have is here's 12. And then I don't know how much they would say Jackson, since he's injured. I don't know what you say he's worth. 10 here. That's 11. So that's 1 there. Okay. Flip these guys over, find their true worth. Oh, look at all these points. Okay, so this one, if you subtract 1 is 3, so that's 8. 15, 25, 35, this is 40. So 49, 56. Just off of the casualties, we got 56. So Jackson's got to be worth, 20 or 30. A lot more than that. But even without that, the Confederates have, on just on the objectives, they've got 30. This is 39. And if we look at the victory conditions here, 39, and then if you add the 56, but then you got to have, Jackson's got to be worth something, you know, probably worth a lot more than 30. But even if you say 30, that's going to put them at, say, 26 plus 39, that's going to be 60 something. So that'd be into like a decisive Confederate victory. Any way you look at it. Of course, strategically, it would be a loss if Jackson is killed, just like what happened at Chancellorsville. So, but, you know, looking at the battlefield here, the Union suffered too many casualties. You've got a lot of casualties still here on the map here. You know, this is a broken unit. This is a broken unit. Let's see what we got here. Okay, just the artillery are both battle worn. So is this one back here. This one's battle worn and disrupted. And then over here you got Kimball is battle worn, shaken, and he's broken. And I think one of the keys to the Confederate victory is the fact that if you look here at, get a little closer here, say Garnett, if he's supported, even when he's battle worn, look how high his cohesion is. He can easily rebuild, and that's what happened. Same thing with Burke's. I remember Burke's guys were getting a lot of casualties, or you know, getting battle worn and then regrouping and rebuilding back up to full strength. So the Union, they were incapable of doing that, because if you look, they've got, you know, their cohesion is so low. So they weren't able to rebuild. Here's a 1, 2, 2. If we look over here on the broken track, they were all, I think the highest one was just a 2. There's nobody that had higher than that. They were all to flip them over. Well, there's a 3. Flipped over, battle worn. And so the Confederates' plan to start was to attack Pritchard's Hill, try to take that and hold it, but Tyler Brigade came in and pushed Garnett off of Pritchard's Hill. Really, almost the battle should have been finished right there, because at one point Tyler's brigade pretty much had Garnett's, or at least three of his regiments probably almost surrounded right here on Pritchard's Hill. And somehow they were able to get out of there without being destroyed, or at least captured. They were able to escape some Union fire during a pullout, and the Union units trying to do some opportunity fire. One thing rolled badly, so they missed. And so that was, I think, a key point during the battle, is when Garnett was able to extradite his forces off of Pritchard's Hill and back up. And then they turned their attention to the Sandy Ridge and the objective hexes along the stone wall over there. Mainly just taking control of Sandy Ridge and holding it. And at that time, the Union had taken too many casualties. Too many of their units were battle-worn, which reduces their effectiveness. They weren't able to regroup. I guess the stragglers and so forth ran for home. They probably ran back to Winchester and weren't able to get organized back to return. So that, looking back at the videos, that's what I see, is that the Confederates, they can take some losses. But if all they are battle-worn, they can retreat a little bit, regroup, and get back to full strength. So much easier than the Union forces can. That's because they've got the higher cohesion. You know, even when they're flipped over, here, this guy, you know, a 3. You got a 50% chance of regrouping him. That's a lot better than trying to roll a 2 or less with most of these Union forces. So very interesting simulation here. And the fact that the Confederates were, even with the loss of Jackson, they were able to hold out until they were able to rebuild a little bit and take some higher ground. They were able to get really a decisive victory. You know, 39 objective points and 56 casualty points, although the 56 has to be, I think, adjusted due to Jackson's loss. Even though it wasn't too bad of a loss, it was a loss. His replacements has a 5. I don't know who that replacement would have been. I guess it would have been Garnett. And Garnett was regarded as a very good officer, very good soldier. Even though he was in the process of getting court-martialed by Jackson over the fact that he didn't hold his ground during this battle when he ran low on ammunition. Jackson thought he should have held his ground and used the bayonet, but they probably would have been annihilated, possibly. So this is a decisive victory for the Confederates, which would make an even bigger impact on the not only the Shenandoah campaign, but would make a bigger impact on back in Washington when this would be reported. Lincoln would be forced to basically send probably a good portion of McDowell's force away from his attack on Richmond, or planned attack on Richmond. More than the 50,000 that they kind of allocated to stopping Jackson, or at least using the tie-up. They were tied up. 50,000 probably would have been a lot larger than that with a decisive victory. It's a lot of losses for the Union. Dead, wounded, and missing. Probably a lot captured also. So, well, I enjoyed simulating this one, and changing the strategy a little bit, at least at the start of pushing forward. But I don't know. I probably let's see. I was a little, I guess, late in moving toward Sandy Ridge because Tyler wasn't directed to go down the Cedar Creek grade road and try to come in on the left flank of the Confederates. He came right down the turnpike and went straight to Pritchard's Hill. That's because Garnett was in control of Pritchard's Hill at that time. So, I'd be interested to hear some different comments about what other people think was the difference in the Confederates getting a decisive victory instead of the historical result of basically a Union victory. I had a lot of, I guess the die roll for one thing, limited to hurt the Union, the activation die rolls. But it also hurt the Confederates as well. I rolled high a lot, even though I changed dice multiple times during the videos. These are the ones I finished with. But I used several other dice just to see if changing dice made a difference. But I was rolling high no matter what. So a lot of 6s and just 60s, and that 60s, 50s. But a lot of 5, 6s on the activation rolls, which meant you had limited activations. So a lot of chaos, a lot of, making plans that you're going to do this, and then you're not able to do it because you can't get that commander activated and so forth, just like what happened in the real thing. So, Revolution Games has developed a very well-rounded game system using Herman Luttmann's blind swords, beautiful maps. I like the counters. They're very functional. They're not, don't have a lot of distractions on the counter. I like the fact that there's a weapon here. There's the state in the background. You've got the numbers that you need. You don't need the movement, everything. So, very efficient counters. And the rule system, mechanics and everything flow very well. And it just makes for a very enjoyable experience. So if you've been thinking about trying the blind sword system, I suggest that you do. If you're a Civil War buff or looking for a Civil War system, they've got some very interesting titles out with some engagements or battles that are not gained that often. I just got through doing that 3-video series on the introductory scenarios for Grand Havoc, which is the Battle of Perryville. So that's just an example. but you've got some other battles. I don't think Kernstown's been gamed that often. I guess maybe a couple of times, but I really like this system. If you watch the videos, hopefully you can tell that I enjoy playing this. I enjoy doing the videos. And so check them out. Also, you know, find books. You know, find some books about the Civil War. And, you know, get some knowledge on some of these individuals and also some of the battles. You'd be surprised at some of the interesting facts and things that you learn concerning the Civil War, which is a very tumultuous time during our country's history. So, this is a pitch on the next game I'm going to do. Is going to be Midway Solitaire. This is the deluxe edition from Decision Games. So got that. I'm going to get to the table next and take a little break with Revolution Games Blind Sword System. I'll be back with some more videos over this wonderful system, though. So you can look for those. If you subscribe, then, you know, of course, those are going to pop up into your inbox, or you get a notification of when one of my new videos pops. And so there that is. I appreciate those that are watching, those that have subscribed. Hit that like button. If you got comments, I'd like to hear maybe some of y'all make comments about maybe what point of this battle was a turning point in this 14 video series that I did. Maybe you saw something maybe a little bit different. It'd be interesting to talk about that with you, exchange some different ideas. Might be, you know, maybe some different strategies. Maybe what should the Union have done to secure the victory? You know, I think maybe I was a little too aggressive with the Unions at the start. I did. Well, the Confederates actually activated Sullivan. You know, if they would have stayed away from Pritchard's Hill, Sullivan would have just been, you know, basically not much of a factor, because they weren't really, but his command rating would have stayed at 1 instead of being changed to a 3. So, you know, just some different strategy ideas about what could have been done, or what you might do if you were in control of the Union. So let me see some of those comments. Be interesting to see what you think. So, all right. So this is the end of Kernstown, scenario 2, which is the full battle. And like I said, I had basically a decisive Confederate victory in this. So, all right, I'll catch you in the next video. Appreciate all of y'all out there. Y'all have a great week.